Hi, this is Ann Cadorna, your real estate agent, and I've decided to dedicate my mission to providing you the most important, pertinent information for you as a consumer to make a good informed decision. And you are here today, and my show is ShortSaleHomes.tv, and I have partnered up with Scott Piper of MRA Short Sale Solutions, and we are here to help anyone in the 680 corridor that may need help with their short sale. And I just, as a real estate agent, I know how hard it is, heartbreaking it is for a family, but I'm there to help you, represent you. And also, I want to introduce Scott Piper of MRA Short Sale Solutions and what he can do for you as well.
Oh, thank you, Mary Ann.
You're welcome.
Yes, we can help you get out from underneath this burdensome mortgage that you may be under. If you've suffered some kind of financial hardship, or you just are simply in a home that you owe more on it than it's worth, we can help you unwind and get out of that property for you.
And Scott, would you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
Sure. Well, our company was started at the beginning of this mortgage meltdown debacle.
Oh my gosh.
When I decided to leave a major bank that I had been with for a number of years because I kept answering my phone saying, "I'm sorry, but I can't help you." And I knew that these customers needed this help. So we started this company to help homeowners to defend them against banks, to help them mitigate and facilitate their short sales.
I think there's no greater horror than people trying to negotiate a short sale without representation. Do you agree?
Absolutely. And reason being is that most of us don't know what it entails to negotiate a settlement. We don't know what's possible. We don't know the bank standards or what they expect. And so you truly need a professional that understands, speaks banking language to get you what I call definanced out of this transaction that you're in.
Wow. Definance is a very good word. Did you make that up?
I think I did.
Hey, no, you can't use it. That's his word. But have such a important service that you provide to know how to negotiate with the bank. Every bank has different guidelines, do they not?
Absolutely. They really do. And when you look at even the major banks, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citi Mortgage, they all have slightly different criteria of what they expect and what they believe to be a hardship and what they will extend a short sale to.
And your company knows all those guidelines. That's why you're able to really negotiate that gauntlet for them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've literally done hundreds of short sales and settled millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars that we have been able to get homeowners out from underneath and not owing the bank when their property didn't have that much equity in it to cover it. So we get them out of it.
Now, your company has an 89% success rate as well.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. Sometimes what we find is that the reasons that short sales generally don't go together, unfortunately, tends to be the buyer or the seller.
Okay.
Buyer can't get qualified in today's market at the end of the transaction, or heaven forbid the seller decides they don't want to sell after going through that whole transaction or of deciding that they wanted to sell and changing their mind for whatever reason.
My goodness. So your company is located in Pleasanton?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you service the whole Bay Area or even the state of California?
Actually, the whole state of California, Mary Ann. We sure do. We have transactions all up and down Northern California, all as far as Tahoe and Eureka and the whole Bay Area.
That's really important because there isn't any area that hasn't hit with this upside-down market. And in the past, people used to have to put 10% down, 20% down, and it didn't really matter because you were okay. Even if there's been many times in recent history where the properties have been upside down, but when they came in with 100% financing, there was no room for failure on that one.
100% correct. 100% financing, 100% correct. And
okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. If you purchased a home from 2005 or after and put less than 20% down, you're in a negative equity position today if you're in California and most other states.
And I think that's one of the things people need to realize. You know, I don't want you to be in a boat riding down the river of denial, because that's one of the worst things you can do. It's very hard when you've worked, you've established your family in this beautiful home in this beautiful neighborhood, and you're trying to hang in there knowing that, I mean, the market's not going to turn around for some time. Once a consumer starts to feel the pain of that monthly payment, it really should not behoove them to find out a solution for them.
Absolutely. I mean, we've basically found that there's 7 solutions available to most homeowners when you owe more on your home than it's currently worth.
Okay. And speaking of solutions, if they were to call you and ask for your services, is there a consultation fee?
Absolutely not.
Hey,
yeah.
It's 100% free.
and that's really a huge thing for us. I come from the banking industry, and our team are banking professionals, and we want to make sure that people are getting the right counsel so they can make educated decisions. So you can meet with us and come to our office, talk with us over the phone at no charge.
In the past, with the crash, post-crash, there were a lot of unsavory companies that popped up that were charging people for short sale negotiations and even foreclosure negotiations. But you don't charge anything for the services, correct?
Absolutely. We don't charge homeowners a cent for anything that we do.
All right. Well, and that's really wonderful, and this is where our relationship comes into play. When I first started representing my clients with short sales, we were waiting 12 months for approval. Prior to the 12-month wait, there used to be a 24-month wait, which wasn't unusual. Well, the banks have really changed it, and I saw it decrease in wait time from 12 months to 9 months, 6 months. Now, a lot of the banks are going 30 days and even some of them still 90 days, but they're really trying to push the short sale for 30 days. And I think the greatest benefit is short sale is a cleaner for the person's credit and their life. Could you explain that?
Sure, absolutely. You know, there's some options when you're facing a situation where you can't afford your mortgage payment. Foreclosure is certainly one of them. Bankruptcy is an option that many homeowners choose. But the most graceful exit out of a property is a short sale. It's the least impact on your credit, and it is the quickest to recover so that you can become a homeowner again.
And they say that the typical wait time is 2 years. It could be a little bit longer, but really after that seasoning, if you will, since you've been, excuse the language, burnt, and then you have to short sale, and then you have to be seasoned, they can become first-time home buyers all over again?
Absolutely, Marianne, and we have seen that from a number of lenders, that the criteria is about that 2-year period after a short sale that you can become a homeowner again.
Well, clean, that means everything the bank pays for everything going out the door, correct?
In general, that is a true statement, Marianne, that mostly the banks will pay for everything because they're the only person in the transaction that has any equity.
Or the money.
Right, they're the ones with the money. Now, in some sort of situations where there's second mortgages or other liens like IRS or additional liens that are on the property, there may be a possibility that the homeowner needs to make a contribution. But that being said, the short sale gives an opportunity for new money coming into the transaction to help you settle those debts that are on the property.
Lean on me when you're not strong. And I think that's what you can do with Scott Piper and his company, because all those liens are going to make you weak. And, you know, we don't want it to break you. We want you to break through to a new life. And that's what MRA Short Sale Solutions provides. And I wanted to give you my part as why, as a realtor, I would like to partner up with Scott Piper and help my clients, because one of the greatest fears, really truthfully, for realtors is liability going into the short sale negotiations and dealing with the banks. We can't be privy to all the nuances of each bank and their criteria for short sale approval, but Scott's company is, and you have some professionals that people need to know about.
Absolutely. So we have a team of negotiators that are on our staff that are negotiating these settlements for homeowners daily, day in and day out. All we do is negotiate short sales.
And part of those negotiations include that you have staffed with you an attorney, a CPA. Is that correct?
Absolutely. They're not part of our company,
Okay,
but
but they're on call.
what we've done is we've sought out professionals in the community that we think have the best knowledge about
There
this
we go.
distressed real estate market, and we've put them as part of our team that you can leverage their counsel as well.
And that's really important because as fellow professionals, you want to partner up with people who are not only going to represent the client well, but represent each other well. You want people who are focusing on your need, focusing on providing you the best service and the best solution for your particular situation. When should a person consider, I mean, what would be the, because I'm sorry, again, a lot of what I've experienced is a lot of the sellers are in denial about their situation. They don't want to touch the idea of, I'm going to potentially lose this home, my lifestyle, my whole family's going to have to be upheaved, and, we're, going to have to wear that scarlet letter with a short sale on your chest. There's no shame in what's happened to you because this is what happened with the economy. The only shame is if you don't do something about it. And really, again, Scott, let's revisit, when should they? I mean, what are the indicators that a person who might not really want to accept that they have to face a short sale, what are the indicators, that red flags that let them know that maybe they should consider giving you a call?
Sure. Well, certainly this question to me, Marianne, is twofold. One, from a personal standpoint, you have to evaluate your personal financial situation. Has things changed in your financial situation? Are you experiencing some kind of financial hardship? And like Marianne said, there's no shame in it. There are 5 million people in your situation that owe more on their home than it's currently worth, and they're not making the kind of money that they used to make.
Exactly.
There's no question our economy has changed dramatically, and we're not making.
Isn't it?
That is a definite hardship.
All right.
Definite hardship.
Okay.
So that's one, your personal situation. Don't put it off. Come and talk to people and get the counsel so that you can determine which of those 7 options that are available to you would best fit you.
Scott, if they want to call you, what is your phone number?
Oh, sure. It's 925-463-6176.
And if you want, you can also call me at 925-286-1888. Either way, the call will get you the help you need. Sorry to interrupt you, Scott. Continue, dear.
Sure. So the second part of this, Marianne, I think is very important, which is a tax law that's going to change at the end of this year.
12/31/2012.
The Bush administration, before they left office, enacted a protection law for homeowners called the Mortgage Debt Relief Act. I recommend that you Google it and read about it so you can understand it. But that act expires at the end of this year, and it protects homeowners from this phantom tax that comes along with canceled debt. When you don't pay back a mortgage company all the money that you owe them, they send you a 1099 for the money they didn't get.
And currently, under that Mortgage Debt Forgiveness Act, you are forgiven that debt, are you not?
Well, you need to read the act. There is some cases where you qualify that you can be forgiven the tax on that act, but you must determine whether you fit into their box. But regardless, the box is going away at the end of this year, and it's helping a lot of homeowners on their primary residence.
Well, we don't want to see your life go in a 3x6 box. We want you to make sure that your eyes are wide open to the opportunities that are there. And again, you've got to seek help if you are even thinking that you're going to potentially see a short sale in your future. And sooner is better than later. I'm going to tell you right now, with the low interest rates that the banks are offering, oh my gosh, you are in a prime position to sell your property. With the inventory being low, your property is probably going to sell really fast. And with the banks reducing, the short sale time approval from 24 months to 12 months to 9 months to 6 months to 3 months to even 30 days, why would you even hesitate? If you hesitate, it's too late. And I really, again, my focus when I had my radio talk show was to get the most important pertinent information out to the consumer. And this is why I established ShortSaleHomes.tv, so that you can meet face-to-face the people that are there that want to help you. Well, it's no longer why me. Everybody's in the why me situation. You have to say, why not try? I mean, don't you think that's a big enough why?
Absolutely. I think the why right now is get out from underneath this burdensome debt. The whole world is doing it. Governments, companies, the entire world is shedding debt right now. It is what's going on. We're over-debted, and we need to get out from under it, out from underneath these shackles, and free us so that we can be upwardly mobile again and start our lives or our financial well-being over again. And now is that time.
And you know, the scales have tipped in your favor, and I think that's the best time. When my first-time buyers come to me, they say, well, when should I buy a home? Well, when your income, your credit score, and the current market and the interest rates favor you to have a comfortable monthly payment for you to jump on board home ownership. Well, the scales have tilted in your favor for a short sale. In your case, the lack of inventory is in your favor, the low interest rates are in your favor, and the bank, if you qualify for their criteria of forgiving the debt, is in your favor. Why would you not want to do a short sale? Because this helps me to discuss the next topic, which is short sale versus foreclosure. A lot of people don't realize foreclosures are like octopuses. They have big arms and they're far-reaching long after the foreclosure on the property. Can you touch upon that a bit?
Absolutely, Marianne. What we've found is that 70% of foreclosures that are happening, those homeowners never sought any kind of counsel. They didn't talk to anyone, and that didn't have to happen. A foreclosure carries with it a heavy burden. There could be substantial tax consequences that come with a foreclosure. Even though you go through a foreclosure, you could still end up owing the bank money if you have more than one loan on your property.
And that stays on your credit.
Absolutely. Then now you have this on your credit for maybe 7 years, which keeps you from becoming a homeowner again.
And that debt stays on your credit report. It's an unresolved debt. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
If you've got junior lien holders like a home equity line of credit, or you borrowed money to put a pool in, that's a loan that generally is not going to be in the foreclosure, and it becomes an unsecured debt now. You still owe them the $100,000 you owed them before the foreclosure, and people don't realize that sometimes.
Well, with a lot of the 100% mortgages that were provided for the first-time home buyers, you had a 80% first and a 20% second. That being said, is that junior loan could be your senior problem. That's going to bite you. So we don't want you to get bit. We want you to be informed. You know, I liken this market to be like the Wild Wild West. We're all riding a bucking bronco with our lives. And how do you want to ride? Do you want to ride in fear, or do you want to ride informed? Well, I suggest that you ride informed by seeking the professional help who have the same goal to help you partner up to be the solution for your problem.
Over 5 million people owe more on their home than it's currently worth. You're not the only one.
You're not. And there's no shame in what's happened to you, because it's hit everybody across the board. The only shame is you don't do something about it. So let Ann Cadorna of J. Rockcliffe Realtors and
Scott Piper of MRA Short Sale Solutions,
let us be the team that helps you get a winning edge in your life and free you up. We won't sell you short. We will help you with your short sale, and we are here for you and your family. This is Ann Cadorna signing off for ShortSaleHomes.tv. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Marianne.
You're so welcome, and thank you for watching.